All right, good evening. I just watched a video of Falana responding to the video of VDM, very dark black man. To be very frank, at first, when VDM apologized to Falana, I felt it was in order. But having watched Falana's response on Channels television, I must say I am completely disgusted and disappointed for that reaction to have come from an elderly man, from a reputable senior advocate of Nigeria. That wasn't the type of response that I want to get from him. I am utterly disgusted and disappointed, and I'm not going to pretend about it. I still feel terribly bad that VDM has not attempted to make contact with me. Perhaps he feels I'm nobody, because there are perspectives that I would have wanted to share with him that will aid him. Now, before we lose track and get over our heads, let's take this thing sequentially and logically, for that matter. Now, somebody owed somebody money, 4 million, and wanted to get his money back owing to an agreement. But Bobrisky was trying to play bigger than thou, and then the victim sought for help from somebody, very dark man in this case. And very dark man, the only way he knows how to get his money back is by threats with evidence. Now, VDM made a video. You need to follow the logic and see whether you agree with me that I should feel the same way that I have for Falana. I'm so disappointed. So, in fact, left for me, VDM should retract that apology. Let the words. I mean, who does he think he's talking like that? How can a senior advocate of Nigeria speak that way? I'm so ashamed. Anyway, let's take it step by step. Now, VDM made a video asking Bobrisky to pay back that money, or else he will regret what he did, and the people involved will regret too. Now, for some reason, Bobrisky dared the threat, and VDM released a tape. It wasn't VDM that made that tape. That is assuming the video is not AI, as it's beginning to the argument. You see, excuse me, we are not children. Even if it's AI, there's a type of conversation you listen to, the time of response, the way the response comes, the texture of the response, the naturality of otherwise of the response are clear indicators of whether the video is real or not. So from my own judgment, having listened to that tape, the tape is real. Now, assuming the tape is real, okay, let's finish the story. Now, in that tape, Bobrisky is alleging that he didn't sleep in the cell, and that he has a godfather who made things work for him, that he didn't sleep in the cell, and he called Falz to talk to the father, and blah blah blah. Names begin to appear. Now, the origin of these names, except I don't need to go to law, because law is a product of logic. The law is a product of logic, fairness, and equity. So let's use common sense, which is we are fast losing it in Nigeria. Now, if I was the one, should I be angry at the person who made the audio note available, or the person who made the audio available? Because I'm so sick and tired. I'm so angry that both Falana and Falz are not angry with Bobrisky, whose voice is on that tape. Okay, for purpose of at least acceptability, okay, why not show that you are angry with Bobrisky and VDM together? Because they are both culprits in making this whole scenario. If there was no tape, there wouldn't have been a VDM making a tape available. Now a tape is available. You are not using your power to question the authenticity of that tape. And if the tape is authentic, who should you be angry at? You are here on channels ventilating so what? Who the hell do you think you are? Nigeria is bigger than all of you put together. We are all angry. If we should be venting, let all of us be venting. All I saw in that interview is just a father trying to protect a son. That's it. Look, don't push it, because this is the type of thing that you push and more secrets will appear. There's no amount of law you will quote that will VDM has committed no crime. In fact, part of why I said I should speak with VDM is that that apology he did was unnecessary. If you believe you have not done anything wrong, there's no point alternate, because an apology is also a way of admitting guilt. So I really don't see any point of making any apology at all. There was we all watched the video. There was nothing wrong. So if there is a tape, and assuming the tape is authentic, who should you be angry with, VDM or the originator of the tape? Don't just shouting and saying that you are going to do this, do that. What are you going to do to VDM? Look, if I told, just leave the, Falana has been silent. I thought he would continue to be silent. Just remain silent. Ignore it. Sometimes silence is a very, very good reciprocity to baseless accusation. But now that you have responded, you have brought yourself to the level of very dark man. I'm so shocked that in all this scenario, in all the angers, even in the House of Assembly, that woman, is it Folake, Abeg Khalifat or somebody, you are saying you are too big to sit down on the case of video. Who are you not a human being? You know the mess, you know the shit. How would you say because you are this thing? Is it not VDM that elected you to be there? Without VDM's vote, would you be there? So don't feel because you are sitting in one green chambers, you suddenly feel bigger than that. Say you regret, you don't, it's a reduction to your personality sitting down in the case of VDM. This is not a case of, it has gone beyond VDM. It has gone beyond Bobrisky. This is putting to question the authenticity of the system of Nigeria. It is not VDM, it is not Bobrisky. It's putting into question the reliability we should have on the system that drives the country. Our EFCC, a system established to fight corruption, is in question. Our correctional service, a system that holds people into, how many people are now in their, how many people are in the comfort of somewhere in the country pretend to be serving their sentences when indeed they are not in the correctional service? I think this is time we should begin to check all those that have been sentenced and verify if truly they are inside our correctional services serving their terms. These are the things we should be talking about, not whether, who cares about your integrity here? Is your integrity bigger than the integrity of Nigeria? Don't make me abuse you. Everybody they provoke, oh. Come here, they shout, pa, 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 pa. And only they provoke. Not only they provoke. If your son is doing something bad, please go and watch the video on channel. It's so shameful. I am utterly, in fact, my disgust overtook my shame. I'm so ashamed. A old son speaking like that, like people then catch go thief. Then because they're picking, you don't want to look at the other side. If I were a Falana, I would be circumspect. I will be careful. No, because VDM says he has another tape, and I'm sure VDM is holding that tape as a leverage. VDM is holding that tape as a leverage in case this thing goes bad. It blows everything open. And as a lawyer, you should know whether the second tape he has, whether it's even more damaging, because he said it's more damaging than this one has opened. Only this one. They didn't say Falz is homosexual. They didn't say Falz is knocking Bobrisky. It's a tape. Why are you not channeling your anger to Bobrisky, the originator of that tape? Why is Bobrisky afraid to come to the green chamber? If I was VDM, Allah, since you said you are not going to talk, you shouldn't have. Oh my goodness, this guy, you know, so you know be a dope picking. You form my hand. If I not talk, because okay, here's the reason why I wanted to see very dark man. You see, we are living in a world now where immorality is beginning to gain a cultural acceptance. So much that immorality is being repackaged to seem like a norm to us. And part of the immorality that it is gradually culturalizing into a norm is homosexuality. Now, that world of homosexuality that VDM has dug into is a bigger cult. It's a bigger occultic organization than he thinks. So what I want to tell him that if he's prepared, or who and who are around him, it's a big thing. It's a very, very big organization. You don't just go if he's just bragging out. If you get people for village, you go baff you, make them baff you, because it's a very, very big thing. It's a world order that wants to sell this concept to us, so I will begin to accept. In those days when I was growing up, ordinary trouser, if woman wear trouser, they stone them. For not here, just trouser, if woman wear trouser, they stone them. How much more make man wear lipstick, come wear woman cloth? That one they'll just buy one time. We are just looking at our society, we're just sitting back and watching our society crumbling. Our values are crumbling. Our youths in those days, I read the whole of Jim Hadley Chase at the age of 11, 12. I finished the whole of Jim Hadley Chase. There's no one I didn't read. The Joker in the Park, the Tiger by the Tail, all those ones. Make the rich also. I don't know, just most of them. I read them all at the age of 12. Today, my two boys, now it had me to even make them read only one novel. On a game, a PS4. So our values are declining. Our morals are declining. So when you come on this and you are shouting, not only is that we shout. What nonsense is that they shout? We want threatening. Very dark man. Don't let anybody threaten you. Everybody there behind you solidly. Now make you not fall a hand. Go to for not fall you, not fall anybody hand. Waiting. They shout for channel. We want shout for. Somebody call your name. You know the verse with who call your name. You the verse with person will make it available. That means there is something that there is a what's the word for the verse English? They disappear from my head. That means there is a mutual. There is something mutual between you and the originator of that thing. Suddenly nobody is angry with Bobrisky. Bobrisky that was afraid before. The Bobrisky self, no one that introduced to the dress like one because you know be man self. I now agree because you don't even get liver. Only women man they leak anyhow. Only woman man they leak. Smarty don't. Bobrisky say one commit suicide. All of a sudden he they get liver. No wonder Bobrisky they get liver. Now when you see reactions like this, it means you are not even trying to condemn his action. If this thing goes deeper, there is more to this than meets the eye. And Nigerians are interested to see what it is about this thing that is still left unknown. You see, now God just made this thing open because many things are happening behind the curtains. Now breeze don't blow, found yards are open. Since breeze don't blow, found yards open, one catch for who remove the whole fader, make we see everything by the foul. You understand me? So, in a normal climb, Falana should be using this opportunity to investigate the veracity of that video with a view to investigating the authenticity of the system we have established to correct whatever sense is remaining in Nigeria. Not coming on this, and I saw the video, I was like mad. I said, all his anger is on VDM. Not a single portion of his anger was channeled to Bobrisky. Yeah? I think I agree too. If Bobrisky na Igbo man, they would not arrest Antete. I agree with you. I didn't want to say, but now that you said it in my comment section, let me buy. Or is it because Bobrisky? I don't know. Are you like Mr. Falana? Are you happy with the way the country is? Come here, they speak legal terms. Don't let them speak English. They shout, "Why? We want why for?" Nigerians are angry. The country is going down the drain, and all you care about is your defamation. If truly you feel defamed, you would have responded immediately. But because you probably must have, you say you don't know Bobrisky. Whatever is giving Bobrisky the heart to now defy the invitation of a whole House of Assembly, Bobrisky defied their invitation. Somebody is giving Bobrisky heart. Somebody, that same Godfather that told Bobrisky, don't worry, you will not sleep in the cell. It's the same Bobrisky that is the same Godfather that is telling Bobrisky, don't go to the House of Reps. Nothing will happen. Very dark man. If they invite you, go to that House of Assembly again, and Bobrisky no show, you begin go they talk like I talk for this one. I swear to God, I'll use this platform. I will campaign against you. If you go this time again, you go they talk and Bobrisky no show for there. You don't fall the whole of Edo people hand and the whole of Midwest you follow our hand. But we're not supposed to carry last. Waiting. What do? You keep pressing. You don't talk and say me and you. I know and anything Bolawe the entire Yash. I dislike her. If man touch me, if man put hand for my shoulder, past 10-20 seconds, I don't feel irritated. How much more? Some people they finance this rubbish to encourage our youth.